This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social. Delighted to be joined here in LA by Shelly Finkel. We're at the Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury final press conference. How are you, Shelly?
I'm good. I'm glad you made it over.
Thanks very much. It's nice to see you again. Last time I saw you was in Belfast and I was keeping you awake.
Correct.
Tell me about today. Quite an entertaining, spicy press conference we saw between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
It was, but it's interesting. In my mind, I flashed on the debates between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And if you'll remember, Donald kept walking back and forth behind her. And it was like, okay. And Fury just stood up and he kept talking. And Deontay was sitting. And I said, this is going to explode. And it did.
Is that something that you'd kind of predicted, preempted before coming in today? Was that expected, what we saw on stage?
I was concerned about it, and I made sure we had extra security for it. But I'm glad we did, because concerned someone would get hurt, and that wouldn't be good.
I think it was the LA press tour. It was actually you who ended up on the floor.
Correct. And I learned from my mistakes, so I wasn't on the stage.
Very wise. It's kind of been going around for the last few weeks that maybe some of it has been kind of pre-fight antics and kind of building up. Seemed a little bit more, I don't want to use the term malicious, but a little bit more of an edge today. Is that just two fighters getting close on fight week?
It was more personal. It gets close to the fight. You don't want to be bothered. I don't know if either one of them really wanted to be here today, but it's part of the thing that has to be done to build a fight. And then it gets a little crazy.
You're somebody who's been involved with some of the biggest names in boxing, certainly some of the biggest heavyweights in boxing. Where does this rank for an event, considering what you've been involved with in your career?
Oh, it's a big event. I would say it's in the top 5, 6. You know, it's not quite a Lennox Tyson, and it's not a, Tyson Spinks, but it ranks up there very, very high.
How have ticket sales gone for this week? Are tickets still available? Are you expecting a sellout at Staples Center?
I don't know if it'll sell out, but it'll be very close. It'll be the second highest grossing fight in Staples Center ever. The first one was De La Hoya Mosley.
That's interesting because Frank Warren just told me that, but he couldn't remember number one. So well done on that one.
Well, I'm still older than him, so I can't say.
Deontay Wilder via points. Deontay Wilder via knockout, Tyson Fury by points. That seems to be the rhetoric going around. Do you agree with that, or do you feel like Tyson Fury may be able to knock Wilder out and Wilder, conversely, might be able to outbox Fury?
Well, first of all, I don't see anything that makes me believe that he can knock out Wilder. People say, oh, he got rocked by Ortiz. Ortiz would rock anyone, if not knock him out. And he survived it, and he came back, and from the next round on, he took control. As far as Fury, I think he'll be in for some surprises.
Deontay Wilder's talked openly about his frustrations throughout the year. Obviously had the breakdown in talk between Anthony Joshua and him. From your own point of view, has it been a frustrating year? And on the flip side, does it make this fight sweeter, the fact that it's come together on the back of these protracted breakdowns and negotiations?
Yes. I feel that Joshua doesn't want to fight. Last night we were having dinner, and I said, Deontay, I've been with you 11 years. I don't think anyone's closer to you. I said, I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. And if Joshua wanted to fight you, he would fight you. Putting that aside, I feel like Eddie is the big crybaby. No one's talking to me. It's all about Fury. I better say I'm going to put an offer in. We don't care. We'll make an offer. It'll be a question then, who's the number one fighter? If you look at 2018, Parker, Povetkin, Ortiz, Fury, who beat the better guys?
Now, you mentioned that Eddie Hearn has been very vocal about making an offer. Can you confirm whether you've received an offer, whether you've entertained an offer from Eddie Hearn in recent weeks?
Oh, no, we haven't spoke to him at all. We haven't heard anything. And the fact is, we don't care if he makes an offer. The thing is, if Joshua wants to fight, it'll get made. If he wants to, we made an offer, it's not going to be made. We made an offer of $50 million against 50%. That's the kind of offer to make a fight. The kind of flat offers he offered before, or 30%, are offers to not make a fight.
So you can confirm you haven't received an updated offer from Eddie Hearn?
Unequivocally.
Eddie Hearn has also said that, providing Deontay Wilder comes through, he'd like to start negotiations on December the 2nd for Wilder versus Joshua. Is that something that you've been privy to? Is that something you're open to doing?
Eddie says a lot. He's not necessarily in the driver's seat. There's two drivers here. I have never refused a call from him or his father, and if he wants to call on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I'll always hear what he has to say.
Do you think the winner of this fight, obviously you're going to go with Deontay Wilder, if it is Deontay Wilder, do you think we will see Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua in 2019?
You got to ask Joshua that. If the offer is right, we'll be there.
Final word on the fight on Saturday night, the main event, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Does the winner of that fight become the number 1 heavyweight in the world?
I believe so. What do you think?
That's not really for me to say.
Why not? If Deontay destroys Fury, which I think he will, I told Deontay he should say, I said it later, I hope he doesn't think I hit like Cunningham. So it is what it is.
Final word on Tyson Fury. Quite a transformation, quite a story that he's been through in his career. How much credit do you give him for jumping in the ring with Deontay Wilder, who is, I think it's without question, the most dangerous one-punching heavyweight in the world after just 2 fights in 3 years?
I don't know if the 2 fights, everyone makes a lot of that. He has to believe he's ready. He has to believe he can do it. I know for a fact he's trained for this fight. I make a joke, he's half the man he used to be. But he's real, and he's very serious about this. And that's either going to hurt him or make him rise and be a better fighter that night. He's not going to have a 24-foot ring like he had with Klitschko.
Final words, prediction. It's the third final. I'm so excited to interview you while you're still in some sort of functioning mode. Functioning, just not always conscious.
It always depends at what hour you get me. Go ahead.
Prediction, how does Saturday night go? Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury for the WBC and lineal heavyweight titles.
I can't see it any way but Deontay knocking him out. I saw Fury get hit. Deontay hits him, it's over.
Shelly Finkel, as always, it's a pleasure catching up with you. Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thank you.